He was running from the time he was 9 months old. I mean, really, the boy didn't crawl. He skipped that.
And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Georgetown Hoyas facing the UCLA Bruins.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, they've got Price. Hudson is up there with Warren. And it's Trice, and it's Randolph in at the 2.
And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special. And he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level. Well, there have been a lot of great players out of Georgetown over the years, most of them big men, but don't forget about Allen Iverson. He might just be the most popular former Hoya of all time.
The Hoyas with another miss.
Boy, after the first 3 misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they still can't connect.
There's Freak. It's hauled in by Warren. And here are the Hoyas now. 4-point game. The Hoyas with another miss. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. He feeds it to Roberts. Solid play. And the low block, and that one's good.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Randolph up top. Lots of room. The shot no good.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Shoots from 12. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And it's a completely new group here for the Hoyas. And here is Harkless. They set the screen. Dishes it to Joseph. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So he picks up just one from the line that time. Here's Freak. Can't cash in from close range.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
And got so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton, also coming out of Westwood.
Freak in at shooting guard. Johnson is out there with Thomas. Then there's Free, and it's Morris in at the 3, the small forward.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
And for Georgetown, we got Hodges. And it's Joseph in at the 5 spot. And some changes here for the Bruins. Looney's checked in for Thomas. And Barton subbed in for Free. And then for Georgetown, Nelson comes in for Joseph. And it's Gonzalez in for Wilson. Now here's Johnson. Takes the 13-footer. That one wide left. Wow, Greg, all those great players you mentioned with UCLA. A lot of Hall of Famers in that list, Clark.
Yeah, and they've continued that tradition with current NBA stars, Kevin Love and Russell Westbrook, probably the 2 highest profile former Bruins in the NBA today. That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Over to the wing. Here's Felix, and it's all evened up. Felix has got his first bucket in this one.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was once.
Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
Freak in at point guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the center. And for Georgetown, Hudson was out there with Warren. Then there's Price, and it's Trice, and it's Randolph in at the 2.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Well, Georgetown has been such a pillar of East Coast basketball for so long. Really one of the universities on the East Coast.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. A really rich tradition in men's basketball for the Hoyas. And they've been a competitive presence on the college basketball landscape going back to the 70s.
Here's the screen. Here's the dish to Hudson. Outside Randolph. To the middle. A nice shot by Hudson. And Georgetown leads by 1.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And Roberts kicks to Freak. Pass to Looney. Here's Freak. Tries again. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And it's a completely new group here for the Hoyas. Harkless the pass to Wilson. Here's Hodges. That misses off the backboard. Sprake. Freak's got it.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
And taken away by Johnson. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Johnson is out there with Looney. Then there's Free, and it's Morris in at the three. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bruins.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Now a new group getting ready to come in for the Bruins. Looney's checked in for Irvin. Campbell comes in for Morris. Fresh is checked in for Porter. And Freak subbed in for Free. Pass to Wilson. Here is Hodges. Hoyas moving the ball around. Got a hand on it. Freak with it. Yep, right through the net. And UCLA leads by 7.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it.
Jumper off the screen. The shot is off. The Bruins go the other way with it.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Outside Randolph from downtown. UCLA grabs the miss. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. And it's Freak missing.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted. And really, I like the movement and communication there.
Feeds to Roberts. Down low. Here's Freak looking to get it going on the money. Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the UCLA Bruins taking on the UConn Huskies.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Now look at UCLA's starting lineup. Freak, he's in at the point. Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. Not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too, so nothing subtle about that one.
Martin goes in. That's good. Martin's got his first points of the night.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
And one thing about UConn that has been true all throughout their rise as a power, they have always played solid defense. It's something the program really hammers home.
The Huskies making a switch here. Jennings is checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And Greg, you mentioned UConn moments ago in their defensive pride. Some great defenders, Clark, have come out of that school.
Yeah, you look at Emeka Okafor and Hashim Thabit. Both were dominating rim protectors. And even their guards and swingmen get after you defensively.
UConn moving that ball around. Keith gets a very good look and converts. Here's Freak. Now Joseph. Top of the key, Jennings. Splitter sets a screen. Jennings passes to Splitter. Here is Keith. From outside the arc. A second chance effort. And it's Martin missing.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence. Allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And that one's good. Freak.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Outside Jennings. Kicks it to Sims. There's the pick. There's the pass to Joseph. With the teardrop. And he sinks the layup. Joseph's got his first points in this one.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And a wide open look for Freak. And the Bruins another 3.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Outside Jennings. Here is McGuire. Pass to Jennings. Feeds it to McGuire. From beyond the arc. That's good from Joseph on the assist by McGuire. Joseph's got 5 points so far. Well, UCLA and all those incredible national titles in men's basketball, Clark, they were the program in the 60s and 70s. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And guys, without a doubt, it's been a rough go so far here for Freak and his team. They just can't find anything to capitalize on consistently thus far.
And Greg, I'm anticipating plenty of adjustments from the coach, but I tell you what, when it comes down to what happens in the second half, it's about the players executing. A few quick baskets right out of the gate, and it's anybody's game.
They've got Martin, and it's Joseph in at the small forward position. So on the floor for UCLA, Freak in at point guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5 spot. UCLA trails by 8. Freak with it, picked up by Joseph. And it's Freak missing.
Been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. Tough start.
Keefe passes the Splitter. And he dunks it down.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Well, you could pick any team in the NBA and name a Husky that played for him at some point. UConn has had a big impact on the NBA.
I mean, UConn has had a lot of NBA talent pass through their school. I mean, it speaks volumes about how well they are able to develop talent and win championships.
Here's Freak. No good on the triple. The Huskies leading by 10. Splitter kicks today. Passes it to Keefe. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
And, you know, you look at the Huskies, a big part of why they get so many future NBA guys is they recruit very well on the East Coast and around the country, for that matter. They are a premier destination school in the Northeast, and that part of the country loves its hoops.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And, guys, just thinking about all the great NBA players from UConn. Ray Allen, now retired, but he's the biggest name. How about Rudy Gay, Andre Drummond, Kemba Walker, Shabazz Napier? I mean, you could go on and on with the Huskies.
Boy, how about the Huskies and the success they found in the tournament over the years? I mean, 4 titles for that program and all, with the first coming in '99. They've been absolutely dominant the past 2 decades.
Posey with it. And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be it. And the Bruins going here with a whole new group out there. The Huskies leading by 7. The Huskies have won the college championship, Greg, in a number of ways, both as a favorite and as an underdog.
Yeah, I mean, they won as high as the 1 seed back in '99. And how about in 2014? They were a 7 seed that went all the way to win and cut down those nets. So they have rightly earned every ounce of fear and respect opponents have for them come tournament time.
They've got Martin, and it's Sims in at the center, filling out the middle. Here is Day. Outside Martin. To the left wing. Shot to end this cold run. And Day gets it to go. And UConn leads by 9.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
He dishes it to Splitter. He kicks to Day. Looking for Splitter. He gets it there. The shot misses. The Bruins go the other way with it. Here's Fresh. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Day kicks to Splitter. Now the feed to Day. From 11 feet away, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. To the paint, here's Campbell. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off from giving the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And Campbell drills both of them.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
We've got 1:13 left here in the second half of the game. Here is Day. Splitter kicks to Day. Back to Splitter. Soft touch off the glass.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Now here's Freak.
Move the ball. Money! And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
Good shots, gentlemen.
That's his second personal. At the line for UConn.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Check out the night for Joseph. He has 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond. And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Offensive rebound.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the 3.
And he drops the first one, and he can gather himself now and try to make it 2 in a row. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. We've got 22 seconds left in the second half.
This game's...
There's not really much they can do at this point.
Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We've got the Kansas Jayhawks facing the UCLA Bruins.
And the thing I love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. Really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Kansas Jayhawks. They've got Duncan, and it's Lee in at the point. The Bruins shooting their first free throws of the game.
When's the last time I hit the rim?
And both free throws good from Freak.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
Now here's Duncan. They set the pick. Top of the key, Terry. 6 to shoot. Duncan dishes to Gaines. The 15-footer. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Gaines has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Lee outside. Feeds to Oubre. Dishes it to Duncan. Passes it to Lee. The three. UCLA grabs the miss. Freak with it. To the wing on the left. Here's Looney. And the shot falls short this time. And so here's Kansas. Lee passes to Gaines. Misses the baby hook.
That's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
Pass to Fresh. Shoots the three. And he gets it to go. Fresh has got the triple, his fastest of the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?